And we're back. Welcome back to more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. You can just call me Stent. Last time, we climbed up the Sky Peak, so you may be wondering what I'm doing back here. Much like with the other legendaries that we encountered all throughout the main story, you can potentially go back the second time and just recruit them onto your team, because apparently, in the same sort of mentality as the mainline games, you can just have this random rescue team just having recruited gods into their fold. Yep, more dungeon times. I figured I'd just get this out of the way first, because I figured it's only 5 floors, it's probably not going to take too long. See, we're already halfway through. Probably thinking I should have likely done Dialga, Uxiazov, and Mesrit beforehand, because you can just go back to their respective dungeons and recruit them there, but that would involve preparation, and clearly I didn't think this through. I just figured, oh, I wanted to showcase the Shaman recruitment on stream. Let's see what happens. Completely forgetting it would probably have been better off with me recruiting Uxiazov, Mesrit, and Dialga before. I'll probably do it off stream if I get the chance once I'm done here. Because, admittedly... Oh. Still looking forward to seeing how Pikavel's new improved discharge works, because I definitely have high hopes for that. Oh, hey, Keck. What have you got for me, Keck? Gold ribbon, gold ribbon. I'll take that sky gift, though. Let's see. I think we got a fair few of these. Let's see. Sky gifts. Let's get rid of the Warp Orb. At least we got some, so we can actually see what they do. I've been looking forward to seeing what they do, because honestly, I have no idea. Also find it kind of weird that this supposedly shaman-infested peak is filled with fighting types. And granted, you have forests which just contain, like, Flygons and Tyranitar, so I guess anything goes. So much for immersion, am I right? Here we go, and no monster houses in sight. Back at the summit, and... Yep, this looks as pretty as I remember it being. Look at everybody frolicking. I got caught up in an avalanche near the 7th station clearing. When I was buried in that cold snow, I lost all hope. And I saw this glittering light and someone came and rescued me. Oh, Ampharos, my hero. I'm kind of surprised it didn't get lost on the way down, but that's neither here nor there. And all sorts of wonderful... Once I use the items made to the summit before we know... Ah, so they give you really good items. Better friend Zigzagoon. Well, I'm glad he's having a good time. Would you like to look at the scene? Not yet, not yet. I suppose this is really what it's all about, making friends on these sorts of adventures. Often the game respects the complex and well-established biodiversity of the Pokemon set. It seems to be a bit more selective than others. Anyways, here's Val, just casually just chilling on this rock, and let's talk to Shaman.
Oh, Team Scions! I'm so glad you decided to climb up this mountain again. The mountain really is something special, isn't it?
Yes. I've been dragged up so many, I kinda get what you mean.
You can forget all your worries and troubles here. Not sure why, but everyone here seems honest and open-hearted. It's really strange. Now that reminds me, Team Scions. I've been thinking about this for some time now, and looking at this mountain scenery, I finally made up my mind. I was deeply moved by climbing up the mountain with you, Team Scions. I won't forget it. What do you think? That is letting me join Team Scions.
Yes. A new member has joined the team. I mean, obviously we have to go for the bit. We have to go for the bit, don't we? Considering you share voice actors, or voice actresses. There we go.
Welcome to the team, Tails. Really? Thank you so much. I'm so incredibly happy. I'm so glad I finally brought up myself to ask.
Tails joined the team. I think also, wandering around here, I think you can pick up Grace Satias on repeat playthroughs. Not 100% certain, but anyways, I think we're done here. Let's look at the scenery one more time before making our leave. Strange how everybody is honest and open-hearted. Wow, that is cynical, Shaman. I guess being up here so long just kind of makes you a bit more jaded. Seeing how small we are in conjunction with the wider universe. Ah well, let's roll on out of here. Turn to the Shaman of it? Yes. Yay! Well, let's see what these sky gifts do. Because I got a handful of them.
This is Shaman's delivery service. We're a delivery service that'll send sky gifts to your friends for you. To a person you like or to someone that's helped you.
Let's see. Send sky gifts to a friend. We can, let's see. Obviously, let's start off with Vel. Let's see what we get.
That's one sky gift to be sent to Vel. Anything else we can do?
Yes. Let's send one to good old Bidoof. Our friend Bidoof. We'll go back and see what this actually does. Let's see. Guildmaster, Chatot. Give one to Chatot. Let's give one to Sunflora. Because why not? That'll be all. I think that's all. I think that's it. That's all the sky boxes we managed to find on our travels. And with that, let's get out of here. Oh, that's we still have a fair bit of a day left to go. I think also if we come over here, not sure we're gonna make much use of this, but
what was that? That tremor. It sounded as if it came from inside the dojo. Let's go in. Oh, look at that huge hole! What just happened here?
The wall just gave way. That big hole appeared where it was. Come to think of it, my grandpa mentioned this a long time ago.
Your grandpa?
Yeah. You see, my grandpa built this dojo originally. And that same grandpa told me there used to be a very dangerous cave here. It was so dangerous, he had the hole sealed up so no one could get in. I remember that now. Back then my grandpa used to tell me about that hole. And he never once failed to scare me silly. You two, you're not seriously considering going in that hole, are you? Don't do it. Don't even think about it. I can't guarantee you'll ever come back out of there. Well, maybe another time, because I think that's strictly optional. Granted that Skypeak was as well, but it was that isn't wholly unique to Explorers of Sky at the very least. So I think we'll just get rid of these plain seeds out of my inventory. Only have one reviver seed. I think we'll just have to make it work. And, you know, consider we're going to Blizzard Island next. I think it may be wise not to bring Shaman along for obvious reasons. Let's get moving. Oh wait, I need to still talk to Mr. Mime again. Because I forgot to save at the end of last stream, so I may have had to speed for a couple of things. Anyways, Blizzard Island. I'm not gonna lie, even though there's this whole thing about, oh, Scizor was this amazing legendary explorer. This really gives me the, if I just mute the game a little bit here, really brings on these sorts of really reminds me sort of this, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Kind of reminds me of this a lot. Activision Blizzard Island. Baby, you know it. I think that's enough. I think you get my point. Yep, time to go back to Blizzard Island. This time not frozen over. Let's get moving. Blizzard Island. I hear this one's quite long, so I wasn't sure as to whether or not to dedicate an entire stream to it, but... well, you know how long, oh. I will admit, this particular song right here really brings back a lot of memories. Also, Shockwave. Let me have a look at Shockwave, actually. Okay, so it's a line of sight move, meaning I might actually prefer that to quick attack. Let's try it out. I know I can technically hit through opponents, but we have discharge for that. Let's try out Shockwave. Because generally speaking, from my knowledge, these sorts of ranged items are generally always useful to have on hand. But yeah, the main thing that really sticks in my mind about this place, aside from the fact that it looks like, the whole place looks like cake, is the music. The music here is basically just a medley of rescue team tracks, and needless to say, I got a little emotional first time I heard this back when I was a kid. Just, they remembered. They remembered all the memories I went through with the first game. I mean, granted there was more of that with the special episodes, but this was also in Explorers of Time and Darkness, which I played first, so... This was sort of where the nostalgia first hit me. Kind of weird experiencing nostalgia in something this early on in my gaming portfolio, but... Early, I say. But you get what I mean, though. I have been thinking a while, though, upon the, great. About the whole thing with regards to legendaries, as I've been playing a little bit more of Crystal Clear in my free time. Oh, hello, Dillybird. Join Team Science. Wait, can I just send you back? Send home. Oh, that's convenient. Right here, I think, is Mount Thunder. Anyways, legendaries. I kind of feel, even though as much sort of nostalgia and reverence I have for Gen 3, I feel it kind of just sort of ruins the idea of a legendary for me. A little bit. What I mean by that is just going back through Gen 2 and such, there was still a sense of mystique around the series, and ooh, there's so many mysteries about Pokemon we still don't know, which nowadays just doesn't ring as... It rings more hollow nowadays, is what I'm trying to get at. Mostly because, thinking about the legendaries back then, they were more just sort of, just the most powerful Pokemon in history, aside from Snorlax, obviously, was still just supposedly this man-made abomination. Already run out of water guns, wow. We're gonna be here for a while. Yeah, this man-made, supposedly godless abomination of perverted science, and then behind it is just a couple of big birds. Gen 3 is pretty I mean, I like a lot of the Pokemon in Gen 3, I'll just say that much. I just feel, more so from a lore perspective, it's kind of ruined legendaries a fair bit, because back when you were a kid, there wasn't really as big of a sort of deal outside of using the legendaries like Lugia and Ho-Oh, because they were just like big birds which you found up a tower or in a cave. Sure, there was some mystique behind them with regards to lore, but generally speaking, from what I recall at the very least, it didn't feel quite as groundbreaking as, say, oh, we have Golden Kyogre here, which both formed the sea and the land, and now you're just putting that power in the hands of the 10-year-old. That's the sort of thing I'm trying to get at. Just oversaturation for legendaries, I mean, as regards... Yeah. I mean, I feel as though stuff like Latios, Latias, and the Regis tend to adhere to more sort of old-school legendary stuff, where there's more just sort of the mystique behind them. But I feel just going super hard into putting them into the sort of creation mythos of the wider Pokemon world kind of just, I suppose, created this sort of stigma against using them with the knowledge that you're basically just using this creature which shaped the very planet itself, or in the context of Generation 4, it's even worse, where you have Dialga and Palkia, Giratina and Arceus, just... oh great, Monster House. You just have these Pokemon which have the power to essentially reshape the universe in the hands of a 10-year-old. And fairly soon it's just been a running gag throughout a lot of... oh, I just realized I have Blizzard, don't I? Let's try it out. Blizzard on Blizzard Island. Yeah, you can really tell its accuracy isn't the best. That's it, run away. At the very least now we only have to deal with one. Oh, and I'm out of focus punches, great. Actually forgot Latios and Latias. What generation did you think Latios and Latias were, may I ask? Because I know they debuted in Pokemon Heroes, but under that logic, that would make Lucario a Gen 3 Pokemon. Isn't Castform out? That's an interesting question, actually, because honestly, I'm not 100% certain, because in terms of man-made Pokemon, the ones which mostly come to mind are stuff like the Porygon line, the Grimer line, the Trubbish line, obviously Mewtwo. For some reason I also... I mean, I guess just similar looking names, and the fact that they I can kind of see that, but at the same time... oh, of course, Warp Trap. At the same time, as someone who grew up with Gen 3, it's not... the distinction's a lot easier to make for me. Oh yeah, Ditto, that whole thing. Because I think it's still technically a fan theory that Ditto are basically just failed attempts to clone Mew. But it's something that I've just run with all this time, because personally I find that kind of cool. Hey Denpik, welcome to the filler episode. We're just trudging our way through Blizzard Island. I'm just thinking as well, I do kind of want to get these, this series done as quick as possible, because I think that for the most part, a lot of this is mostly filler until we get to like the last 3 or 4 dungeons, so I'm hoping at the very least that it should be over and done with quickly, and best case scenario, I'll have a free Pokemon Day stream to do once this is over, and I can use that to dedicate a stream to Pokemon Channel. Because I do kind of want to do that at some point. I think it will be at least interesting. Well, there you go. Once again, my Jeebus followers are holding me back. They're inconveniencing. Oh, perfect place to use Blizzard, actually. It is kind of a shame that this game doesn't have the move leveling mechanic, which was featured in Rescue Team DX and Super, I believe. Where the more you use certain moves, the more they improve in terms of PP, power, and accuracy. Super power. I'll be honest, I'm kind of fine with Focus Punch. I kind of feel that the extra wind-up turn is a lot less punishing than... ooh, Doomseed as well. That ought to be interesting to play around with, yeah. I feel it's less punishing than Superpower, because you're not always going to have a Wonder Tile on hand. Especially in boss fights. It's kind of a shame as well, because I know there's quite a few Pokemon out there which have historically made good use of Superpower. Azumarill is the one which immediately comes to mind. Alongside maybe, I think Feraligatr, at least in Gen 4. I want to say Feraligatr. back before sheer force was a major thing. Finding a lot of doom seeds here, I'm noticing. Doom seeds essentially being the complete opposite of joy seeds, in which they actively lower a level. It's one of those items which is best used just throwing it at an enemy. Also, I will admit I don't actually remember how many floors this particular dungeon has. Could be 20, could be 40, could be 30. We're just gonna keep going until we eventually reach the end. You're kidding me. Game! I went all game without picking up a Blizzard TM, and you give me one now after I Wonder-mailed one in. What is wrong with you, game? Oh, that's it. I thought there'd be a little bit more to this, but oh well. There's a huge, jagged chasm cutting through the wall of ice. It appears to lead to a series of caves. It is the entrance to another dungeon. Wow. Can now enter Crevice Cave. Yeah, it's like the game is just pranking me. It's like, oh, you wanted a Blizzard TM so much that you genned one in? Here's another one, when you don't need it. Prick. Watch as it just throws all the items I need when I eventually make it to Aegis Cave. It's probably not going to happen because Aegis Cave is Aegis Cave, but I wouldn't be surprised. Just overly reliant on RNG, it seems. Well, see, I kind of find the... Of course Blizzard misses. I do quite like the palette for this particular dungeon. It feels as though it's been around a while. Just feels just a haven of ancient ice. Like, this would be the sort of place where you'd find Regice normally. I don't actually remember where you find Regice nowadays in this game. I think there's just another dungeon dedicated to it. I know there's not a buried relic situation, so... Oh wait, now I remember, it was Aegis Cave. That's stupid of me. Oh yeah, Prinplop. Once again, casually just finding starter Pokemon in the post-game. Can't wait to find my fellow Totodile brethren in here, potentially. Also, with how many Marils are in this game, in this cave, you would assume that Maril is a starter Pokemon. I mean, I'd definitely choose Maril if it was. Either that or, Nidoran, obviously. Ooh. Getting quite lucky with the stairs so far. But also kind of wondering actually... Oh, hey, pile of swine. Speaking of crystal clear. The lost colony of Stentodiles. Oh yes, just casually running around punching each other in the face. As a means of saying hello. Oh no, hey, Piplup's here. Wondering when he's gonna get his paycheck. For the anime special. I figure it would be kind of fun for us to go and riff on it once this is all over, but considering how the copyright is on most elements of the Pokemon anime, especially considering the whole Pokemon channel situation, I'm not gonna risk it. Oh hey, it's Seth. Do you know Night Slash? I need to know, do you know it? Aw. I don't think he knew Night Slash. Let's just use this, because why... Ooh. Casually just spotting a chestnut trap. I was just thinking, isn't this the Waterfall Cave music? It is. I think we're getting up to the point in the game where they're starting to run out of unique tracks. You can sort of tell this is a filler dungeon by that alone. Honestly, though, at this point, I think we might, actually be getting into something which I thought we were gonna get into next stream. Oh, hey, Weavile. How's running AWD going? Presumably not well, since your jumping is here. Ooh, deluxe box. I'll happily be taking that off your hands. Let's get rid of... You know what? Let's eat this apple. Just sort of make things easier for my... Oh, hey, Azumarill. I got the perfect thing for ya. Thanks a bunch, Pikavel. It's like in here I don't have to do anything except if the Piloswine comes around. I don't actually remember what the boss here is. I think it's a Mamoswine. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is just the halfway point. Wait, why is this the dream music? What is this music doing here? Okay, now we just get the Foggy Forest music. I suppose it seems a little bit fitting for icy cavern filled with ancient ice and horrors. No, take me first! Yeah, Fury swipes and multi-hit moves in general can be super dangerous. If Rescue Team DX was any indication. It's like any Pokemon that gets multi-hit moves is king. You weren't kidding about running? Yeah, exactly. I think it gets a little bit better near the end, but... Yeah, it really seems as though, we're really hitting filler episode territory with the reuse of music. That and constantly me just doing the whole bit of just running into sleeping traps. Because that went so well last time. There we go. Oh, now we're getting Mamoswine, so I'm guessing Mamoswine isn't the boss? Oh, hold up, now I remember. It would be a Pokemon we haven't seen before. Can I please hit you? No, I'm cringing. I'm going to lose subscriber. How goes the filler so far? Well, I think this one's new. I don't think we've heard this one yet, but I don't think it's necessarily for this dungeon. I think it's generally, it's weird. It appears here, but I think it's mostly associated with a later dungeon, which we haven't come across yet. I think. Now we're starting to get into the super complex dungeon layouts. Bringing me back to good old Sky Tower. Oh, hey, it's Glacy. How are you doing? Please don't kill us. Honestly, at least it's fast. Yeah. It is going by quite fast at the very least, so I have to give it that. Just... I also think we might be getting into another little bit of filler in a bit, which I wasn't sure whether we'd actually make it, but... Looks like we might, assuming I can find the stairs. Have a focus punch. Unless Vel wants to chip in. I'll take that as a no, with my casual just 300 damage. Oh, I got the perfect recipient for a focus punch as well. No! Try that again! Oh no. Oh no. I think I might be in trouble. Water Pulse? No longer in trouble. For some reason I always feel compelled to just stick around at low health just to get the torrent boost. You know, it's just like, okay, that's a little bit worrying. Honestly, it does kind of feel like Paul in the Diamond and Pearl anime, just constantly trying to abuse Chimchar's Blaze ability. And watch where that gets him. Silver Cyberpunk bring backward shipping always. Yeah, seems as though we're not going to be letting that go for a while, huh? That may have been a little bit intentional, not gonna lie. Also, can I... Looks like I'm just gonna have to eat these gummies. I know people are gonna yell at me because I'm not saving these for the cafe, but... I don't have the space. There we go. Crevice Cave Pit. Oh no, he's been snow-graved.
Tee, visitors. What a rare sight.
Noelle, what are you doing?
Tee, welcome. I'm Frostlass. I play host to the infrequent visitors to this frozen hinterland. It must have been awfully exhausting for you to fight those blizzards. Please, do come closer. You must be chilled almost down to the bone. Let me freeze you solid, all the way down to the bone.
How about no? I think we gotta have a Doom Seed. Down to level 40, nice. Now we're nearly even Stevens. Blinker Seed. I know you're Ghost type, but let me try this. Let me try this. Yes, and with the agility. Smells like frozen chicken. Doesn't it say they freeze people if they wander around? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the case. Also, where you come back here?
I'm not done with you yet.
Wait. Hexi Seed, Tartar Seed, Sleep Seed, that'll do. Of course it presents drowsiness. That's it, stay in place. I don't think that was worth it. Back to the Bone Riff. The Homewrecker has come. Also, yeah. Starting to think this whole shockwave strategy with Pikavel, it's paying off. Have a Tartar Seed. Yeah, let me try that again. Since you're weakening my, Where are you going? I'm trying to punch you. Come back here. That's it. Just hold still and let me punch you. Thank you.
Eek.
There was so much snow. I couldn't see anything. Oh, he saved Scizor.
Ugh. But where? Ah, yes, I recall now. I'd been exploring when it was set upon by that beastly Frostlass. Oh, you're rescuing me, I presume. Forgive me for my lapse in etiquette. My name is Scizor. I'm an explorer. I am sincerely grateful for you coming to my rescue. If you hadn't come along, I may well have been remained encased in ice forever. However, little did I expect to see that decades have been passed since my icebound predicament.
He's been trapped for 50 years?
Why, it's as though I'd traveled to an entirely different world. Incidentally, I'd like to somehow repay you for saving my life. However, I find myself alone in an alien world without a single Poke to my name. I have no idea how I could possibly repay you.
Oh, it's okay. You don't need to thank us anymore.
However... Ah, that might do. Tell me, you did say you were an exploration team, yes?
Yeah.
Ah, very well, you see. Though you may find it unlikely, I was once upon a time an explorer of some repute. Well, I'll have you know, I am an honorary member of the Pokemon Exploration Team Federation.
What? An honorary member?
Correct! An honorary member such as myself has the right to give special status to exemplary exploration teams. And you fit the bill. Your plucky courage during my rescue proves you are more than exemplary. So I confer upon you... the secret rank.
What?
Secret rank? Yes, an exploration team with that rank is eligible to take special missions, which are highly confidential jobs that come straight from Exploration Team Federation itself. highly confidential? I don't get it. You may not know, but it'll become clear in due time. I'll need to make a note of your new rank on your exploration badge.
Secret mark. So I guess it was worth it in some capacity. I don't know what this is about, but thanks, I guess.
It's the least that I could do. I shall never forget your valor and kindness in coming to my rescue. I must be on my way. Farewell.
And so he was just left to wander in an alien land. Let's see what awaits us tomorrow, the next morning. Gets frozen for decades, gets defrosted, immediately starts handing out these sorts of promotions. Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's see what awaits us this morning. Is it the case that you're just gonna have to go and do some more missions before I can... let's have a look around and see. Because I don't remember the unlock requirements for the next sort of major dungeon.
Rescue and exploration Scizor.
Yep, that's me. Let's see what happens when I go down to the beach. There's good old Lapras. Who? He just makes a hole punch with his claws. That sounds amazing, not gonna lie. Anyways, let's have a look in the guild. It's been a while since we've been here. Let's see, let's have a look on the board. Crystal Cavern, Zero Isle West, Northern Deserts. Huh? You got to make that face explore Scizor? Oh, by God, I envy you. Let's go to an unknown place. Okay, let's see what this is about. A place called Midnight Forest. Okay, I think that's an optional dungeon, so I don't think we're gonna go there. I just want to check real quick to see when our next port of call comes up. Because I was admittedly just expecting to jump right into it. Let's see, surround the next one. Okay, talk to Sunflora by the looks of it, if we can find her. Where is Sunflora? I'm not finding her anywhere. Not in here, not in there, not in anywhere. In her room? Oh, her diary. Yes, let's read it. That's silly Loudred.
Oh my God, I'm so glad to meet you. I'm Sunflora, an apprentice at the guild. But does it mean someone else is reading my diary beside me? Double eek, is somebody sneaking a peek? Oh my God, how horrifying.
Ah yes, 00 month XX day. Sunny.
Oh my God, that silly Loudred. Ooh, he can be so absent-minded. Everybody knows get totally wiped out in a dungeon, you lose items and half your money, but of course that silly Loudred forgets all that and goes storming off into a dungeon. And that wound up making us both wipe out, and so I got sent back to the guild too. Oh my God, so frustrating, and I never ever want to go in a dungeon with Loudred again.
Oh, P.S. 2 new kids joined the guild.
If it were called Velo Stent or something, oh my God, so adorable, yippee!
We got places to be. We need to find Sunflora. We need to continue the plot.
Secret rank? What could such a sinister sounding rank possibly mean for you?
That's a very good question. Could swear that Sunflora is supposed to be around here somewhere. Maybe I just need to complete a dungeon and then she'll crop up. Let's wander around until we find her. Can't be too hard to find. Yeah, she's just mysteriously absent. Alright, I guess we'll just, pad our time. Let's go and, let's do Steam Cave. That one's quickest. Steam Cave. Going back here because, of course, you can re-unlock Yuxi. And this one, considering it's the first one we went to, it's going to be the easiest one, naturally. I say as well as Pikavel is constantly getting harassed by cricketoons. You have discharge. Please. Oh, kid, just casually take... Fight back already. Use a move. Must I do everything myself around... Oh, of course it's a dead end. Must I do everything around here myself? Yeah, needless to say, we don't need to worry too much in here. All the enemies just do 1 damage. Imagine if that was Blizzard as well, just really trying to rub it in, I guess. Anyways, I will admit, when it comes to Yuxi, I've never really felt much of an impetus to use it. Then again, I think it's more so because I was sort of in that phase of not wanting to use legendaries in general, but... I think it doesn't really help that the emotion trio is generally, from my experience, kind of underwhelming, except for Azelf, mostly just because people just use it for stealth rock and explosion antics. Like, it got nasty plot, but I don't think most people used it like that. Just, you know, stealth rock, explosion, that's all you really need. And as such, I kind of feel a sense of resentment for Azelf, admittedly. Just, it's like, because of him, probably not specifically because of him, but I feel he was the one who abused this the most, but I feel it's because of him that Explosion got nerfed in Gen 5. Where it doesn't half your, the target's defense anymore. So it just generally gets its damage split in half. I mean, sure, 2,200 damage is nothing to scoff at. 250 damage, rather. But that still seems like small potatoes compared to the 500 damage it was doing before. And so I'm pretty certain, outside of specific cases, Explosion usage just sort of dropped off after Gen 4. I think the only time Explosion really got used again was with Mega Glalie, because it got refrigeration boosted. So where it does ice damage and then extra damage, so it does insane coverage and more damage than a typical Explosion, so of course people would use that. And then I'm pretty sure Refrigerate got nerfed as well because Mega Salamence. Because it had a similar ability called Aerial 8, and we all know how it fared in Gen 6 competitive. In making arguably one of the most unstoppable teams ever. Until, of course, it wasn't, because it didn't win VGC. I do kind of find that hilarious, though. It was called the Big Six because it was considered undefeatable, yet it was defeated, so... I don't know, kind of seems underwhelming when you think of it like that. Like it was undefeatable, except it was, so never mind. Doesn't quite have the same sort of ring to it. Just doesn't have the same sort of gravitas. Oh no, Thunderfang just still doing 1 damage. Yeah, I think I could just get away with just using my regular attack here, which still have no idea why that was removed in Rescue Team DX. Oh, we're here already. Yeah, I will admit, thinking about it more, I am definitely looking forward to the prospect of playing stuff like Gates. Because that's admittedly going to be a bit more of a new experience for me, because I didn't actually play Gates when it came out. I think I've already gone over the reasons why, just generally I wasn't all fond of the massive cuts to the starter variety, where you... It's like in this game you had all these different starter choices of fan favorites, and in Gates you just got limited to 5. Needless to say, it didn't really seem all that enticing to me at the time, which is kind of a shame because I hear the plot for that one's arguably the best of the series. Also hoping it's a fair bit shorter than this, because I'm not entirely certain as to the extent of the post-gaming gates. I think it's mostly just... I think the main draw is, oh, you can use the camera to scan any sort of circular object in the real world and basically just generate infinite dungeons. So I think, going off of that, I don't think there really is much of a post-game, though maybe wrong. Because I'm fairly certain you could still fight legendaries and such, like... I think you could fight Ho-Oh? Ho-Oh, Lugia... Good job, Nummel. Just for that, I'm sending you home straight away. You're lucky I don't fire you here and now. Just never use that in my presence ever again. And that's why you don't tend to see stuff like Earthquake in this game. Unless you have a team which is sort of built around it. Like, I know, for instance, you tend to see Charizard and Swampert as a team with a lot of synergy, mostly because Charizard can negate the Earthquake damage. Oh, hey, Yuxi, how you doing? I'm Yuxi. I am the guardian of Fogbound Lake. But you know, only trespass here could only mean one thing. You've come to challenge me to a battle. Very well. Your challenge. I accept it. Come. I have no idea why I made Yuxi sound so bored, but I kind of love it. Anyways, go back to sleep. Oh, he just wakes up right away. Wonderful. All right. I guess we're just gonna be slugging it out here. With me abusing agility as always. Unfortunately, you're a psychic type, so I know Focus Punch isn't going to work on you, so... It's going to hit you with my water gun until you fall down. Damage fixed to a certain amount... Huh. I've never actually paid much attention to how Future Sight works in this game. The coming of this day. Perhaps I've been looking forward to it. Yuxi wants to join the team. Yes. I'm not gonna give you the common courtesy of a nickname. We'll go together from now on. My future is with you. Yay! Cleared the steamed cave. Hopefully this time we'll actually get to see Sunflora, because I kind of want to get this... I mean, I could just go and get all the legendaries, but... we'll see. We'll just see if Sunflora shows up at any point, because... I kind of want to get a move on. I kind of want to hustle. Probably should put some stuff in storage now I'm thinking about it. Yes. I have the power of speed and haste on my side. Speed and power. Let's... Revive a seed. Yeah, I want to keep that. In those go. You know what, let's see what I have in terms of boxes in here as well. Okay, only a couple. Okay. Look at my muns. That dungeon CEO mindset. Alright, let's just speed for all this. We have places to be, don't you know? I'm not sure there's gonna be any here that I can use with Pikachu or Totodile, but... Ooh, a Joy Ribbon! I'll happily take that. Yeah, I think it's mostly just stuff in here which we can't use. It's kind of a shame, really, because it feels as though we... Mobile Scarf as well, ooh. Yeah, it tends to feel as though we get some items which don't really apply to us. Okay, let's get rid of that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Torterra, loose. Yep, just a casual 1,000 back. That was definitely worth it. At the very least, we got these. Away with you now. Also, I always find it kind of weird that they just have these treasure chests here. What's to stop anyone from just, looting them? I mean, I guess it's mostly just down to the community, but... You know, somebody would have had to at least try that at some point, right? Anyways. I got some more mons to store with you, Duskull. There you go. Still looking at the Sunflora. I think it might just be the case that we have to go a couple of days. Yeah, I'm still gonna be keeping an eye out for her. Because apparently, she's gonna be our ticket to the next place we need to go. Kinda weird I'm not seeing her. The idea of being publicly shamed isn't... as a thief isn't... Fair enough, I mean...
The secret rank? Wow, seems like a fun rank.
Yeah, it seems as though, Pokemon are more sort of made out to be more sort of pure of heart than the humans. At least in the anime, where... Of course, you have that whole thing in Island of the Giant Pokemon where Ekans says that, that he and Koffing are only evil because their masters are evil, that sort of thing. Gotta trust... You never know. Hey, Jonesy, we're just figuring out what to do next. I guess in that sense, we'll just go Quicksand Cave. I'll probably do that Midnight Forest quest off-stream, along with possibly Dialga if we don't come across anything. Yeah, Quicksand Cave. This is where we find Mesprit. Also guessing we're not going to have to worry too much about the enemies here. Find that excuse of I just like being evil. Yeah, I can kind of see it. Just trying to remove all blame and accountability from yourself. I can see why people would have a problem with that. Just trying to make Pokemon in general seem better than they probably might be. I do see where you're coming from with that, and in that sense I probably would still nail any sort of potential Pokemon villains to the post. Have them be the next participant in those weird TikTok videos with of animations of people actually cooking Pokemon. I think you've seen those before. I think there was one with I think the more popular one is with Chikorita, I think. As well as, I think, Charmander as well. Just, there's no gore or anything, it's just as though they were chopping up, a vegetable or something, but at the same time it's kind of just, ugh. It's unsettling, it's uncanny, it's strange and unusual. It's genuine, and collectors. Professional kills anyways. For some reason, whenever I say strange and unusual, the first thing that comes to mind is Team Fortress, is 2 Fortress Team. It has been a while since I played that properly, though. Just figured I probably shouldn't get into it for a while because I'm not the most comfortable with mouse, especially nowadays. TF2. Ah yes, Heavy TF2, Demo Night TF2. I will admit I'm playing around with it a lot more recently. I've been trying to figure out what would be a good sort of, I suppose, sticky tank build for demo. I know that's not exactly the most, common or accepted of loadouts for Demoman, but I've been curious as to see how you can make it work. Oh, it's Scorpy. Because I could potentially see an interesting case for teaming it with something like the Zatoichi, but I know that, I think it's generally considered that swords and sticky bombs don't tend to mix, and I'm curious as to whether or not that, is just... fan-made stuff is great. With the V-Suit stuff, it's Y versus X. Oh yeah, it did become official, didn't it? Because I remember it was more so just a fan-made game mode for a long time with other sorts of different bosses. Like Pain is Cupcake. I remember that at the very least, along with a fair few others. I think... I want to say Horseless Headless Horseman was one of them, but I don't remember fully. Oh yeah, I think Demoman dressed as the Easter Bunny as well, which... I don't know, for some reason I just find that super hilarious. You have drunk black Scottish Cyclops Demo casually just there in just fluffy bunny mascot costume, waving around a big bottle of Scrumpy. Yeah. I can certainly imagine it was quite janky back in the day. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Freak Fortress 2. Oh. Wonderful. Wonderful. Have a blizzard, everybody. Let's see how many I can actually take out with this. Accuracy notwithstanding. Yeah, there goes Ninjask. You don't scare me. You don't scare me! Well, I thinned the crowd a little bit at the very least, and that's what matters. Acupressure. That's kind of interesting, actually. Just offering buffs, random buffs to the entirety of the enemy team. Let's try another blizzard. Let's just hope evasion isn't counted in that. Yay, level 42. We found it, the ultimate answer. Excellent, leveled up. On just more flooding in by the day. Oh yeah, that was Thrash. It seems quite powerful, but you just end up attacking in random directions, so I don't think it's necessarily worth it. Even in situations like this, you're probably better off with something like Thunderbolt or, again, Blizzard. Scorpy. We already have a Scorpy. Oh, now you finally decide to chip in Pikavel. I was wondering. Oh yeah, we also have Sandvale to contend with. Like, no wonder it seems as though Sandslash cannot be hit. Another Blizzard, I think, is in order. Goodbye, Ninjask. Goodbye. Oh. I was hoping Tyranitar would stand up to that. Come on, one more discharge. Alright, fine, I'll do it myself. There we go. That's the monster house. A little bit smoother than I was anticipating. Please tell me there's a way out here. Okay, good. Okay, good. And that's why you always want to have room clearing moves, so you can just have an easier time with monster houses like that. Actually thinking of putting the Quake and then Silver Cooper that, and I'm remembering how many Cooper Volk. Oh yeah, and I remember. Monster kill. Ludicrous. Holy sh. At least that's... I can't remember if that was actually Quake or Unreal Tournament, though. Because I think, I think the announcers in there are kind of familiar. Obviously, I'm more sort of partial slash familiar to Kill-tacular, Overkill, Running Riot, that sort of thing. Oh, but okay. Unreal Tournament had more. Gotcha. So I definitely have heard those sort of voice lines various times over the course of history. Just couldn't remember whether it was properly Quake or Unreal Tournament. Dominating! Say the Halo Infinite's multiplayer was 2 and... Huh. That's definitely an interesting perspective, but I kinda get it. Compared to it being a bit more subdued in, say, for instance, Combat Evolved. Anyways.
I'm Mesprit. I'm the guardian of the underground lake. Your trespassing here can only mean one thing. You're here to challenge me. How amusing. This challenge of yours. I accept it. Come on.
I guess they really just wanted to get you all in that, sort of... maximize that sort of dopamine hit with, going on a sort of a massive spree. At least that's, what comes to mind, at least. Could be wrong, but... I mean, obviously... Oh, it's over already. Yeah, subdued is a good word for it. Even in Rage, when an Infinity puts too much of a twang on it. Ah! Double kill! Triple kill! Overkill! Kill-tacular! That's... Sorry, that's just, what comes to mind whenever I hear the word twang. Anyways, that's Mesprit. Again, probably gonna do Dialga off-stream. Unless nothing else happens for the rest of the stream. Again, filler episode. Still waiting on Sunflora to make her appearance. Feels as though I haven't seen her in a while. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I do remember that from what little I played of him, just overkill! If anything was overkill was the pronunciation of overkill when it comes to Infinite. The more I think about it, the less inclined I am to actually go back and give Infinite another go, for lack of a better word. Alright, nothing here. Still waiting on Sunflora to show up. Nothing. Alright, I guess we'll just, carry on and do, Crystal Crossing next. Nothing seems to be happening at the moment. Crystal Crossing, pretty sure, is the longest one. Regardless, let's go. Halo and the Sonic series both holding titles for having disappointing... You know it! Oh yeah, here we are with the green water again, which... Got nothing against green, just saying it doesn't look all that drinkable. Like, drinking that, you would probably get some sort of illness or radiation poisoning. It actually does sort of remind me of the end of Pokemon 2000, where the shrine is just gets covered in all this green water, and I guess this is supposed to emphasize it having some sort of mysterious etheric power. But as a kid, I often wondered what that tasted like. It's mineral water. The mineral silicon. Ah. I suppose that explains a lot. Hey, where'd all the water go now? You know somebody's gonna make that joke with regards to me and silicon, you know? I'm just waiting for it. So get out of here, Glameow. Just thinking, this would probably have been a good opportunity to bring Shame along. Pure Seed, excellent. Hidden Power. I'm guessing that, all things considered, Blizzard is more sort of a post-game TM, but I keep seeing Fire Blast TMs in the shop, so I was just sort of waiting. Resistable guided. Yeah, well, you knew somebody was going to, so I may as well fall on the landmine myself. Dough Seed. I think that just gives more money. Let's try it out on this floor. Dough Seed, which I think is supposed to be a play on Doom Seed. Let's give it a try. Somebody's lucky day. I think this just makes lots of Munty spawn on the floor. So I've yet to see... Yep, there's money. I will admit, I feel as though a lot of these dungeons are starting to blend into one another, because I don't 100% remember a fair bit about Crystal Crossing. Landmine wouldn't affect... Shush, quiet you. I know what you're getting at. Ooh, gummy. Piece of candy. I keep forgetting what clear gummy is supposed to be effective on. I want to say normal, considering it has no coloring whatsoever. Let's have a look. Oh, it's ice type. Yeah, that makes sense. That, how many Absols is that? Oh hey, I finally got an Absol. Took far more time compared to Explorers, I'll tell you what. Also, yeah, get clear. Harsh criticism, but a lot of the tiles are very RPG Maker. I'm fairly certain a lot of Mystery Dungeon fan games were made in RPG Maker, to be perfectly honest, but, yeah, I can definitely see the comparison, admittedly. So that makes you wonder why they didn't just, bring out more of these. Like... I think I have to say... I think I have to, re-emphasize a little... Oh, Frostless was an enemy here as well, ooh. But yeah. I'm pretty sure this would make a pretty good, mobile game. Absol best dark type aside from Umbreon. I mean... I do like Umbreon as well, but... I'm fairly certain there's a lot of people who would disagree with you on that, unfortunately. I do like Absol as well, because of course I do, but... I guess I always just saw it as a little too, edgy for my tastes. I mean, I won't deny it is definitely cool, just also found it a little bit underwhelming as well.
I'm Azelf. I'm the guardian of the Shining Lake. I know why you're here. You want to challenge me to a battle? Sure thing. Your challenge? I'm up for it. Come on.
See, he seems more into it. Absol is floofy, but Umbreon looks like he could curl my lap whilst, Well, I'd watch out for that, because from what I recall from the earlier Pokédex entries, doesn't Umbreon sweat poison? Or is that just something which they just sort of, erased from its biology after a while? Because I'm fairly certain that was back when it was, first planned as a poison type. I'm assuming. Before Dark-type was officially effective. There we go, there's... Yeah, the Pokédex entries. They're pretty sure some of the older ones said that, Umbreon sweats poison out of its pores.
Dare I'd lose like this. I think I'm looking forward to it.
There we go, that's Azelf. And of course, in order to recruit Dialga, you have to go all the way for the Hidden Land again, and I don't want to do that this stream. Poison Swift, yeah. Which is why it made sense to give it Toxic constantly, but then for some reason they decide, you know what? Let's not give Umbreon Toxic. Why? Don't know. I guess they just wanted Toxic to be a more sort of unique to poison types, but then they didn't really give anything to replace that bit of lore with Umbreon, so kind of at a loss there. Anyways, yeah, let's just open these up. Wait, Croco card? I think we might have actually found something which can affect Totodile. Or at the very least Croconaw. Let's have a look. Croco card. Slightly boost special defense. I'll take it. Going back to my fallback Pokemon Pet sounds true. Yeah, that is a good one. Well, I always found Sandshrews sprites in Ruby and Sapphire to be kind of weird looking. Obviously that was more sort of cleared up by the time I got around to Fire Red Leaf Green. Also still have no idea what's going on with Sunflora. Where is she? Someone knows where she is.
Oh, Stent, there's a package here for Team Scions.
It's a gift from Sunflora.
Oh my god, like, thank you, like, so very much for the Sky gift. I was, like, totally happy to receive a gift that I fainted.
Thanks again. Gently opens the lid. Inside was another Reviver Seed. Heck yeah, you got more. It's a gift from Bidoof.
Yep, thanks much for the Sky gift. I'm sure I'm happy to work with y'all in the guild, Stintendale. It's not much, but I hope you like this as thanks.
Inside was another Reviver Seed. It's a gift from... Aww.
Thanks so much for the Sky gift. I'll be sure to take good care of it since it's from you, Stint. Here's a token of my appreciation. Let's keep working together.
A prism ticket, ooh. Interesting. I'll have to try that out. Pink clear gumi. Let's give that to me. Since I am part of an ice type. Got the IQ skill Wise Healer. Heck yeah. And Pikavel can have the pink gumi. Alright. Let's have a look, see what Wynot's up to. Project P made a new discovery. Shaped like a friend. More recycled items, heck yeah. Because it has admittedly been a while. Okay, price ticket. Never know what might find. Prison ticket. Please select a color card. It's time to use my time powers for my own uses. Let's go yellow, because Pikavel.
Is it a win or not? Don't tell me. Is it a big one?
That's right, heck yeah! And then they come through the walls! He even says, oh yeah! Amazing, Ludicolo really is the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah! It's Kool-Aid to the rescue! Saying Totodile is wild because it's implied to be cold-blooded since reptilian. On the wall is miraculously fixed again. I must congratulate you. Why not? Here's your big win prize. Life Seed, heck yeah. Thank you so much, Vel, for giving me a permanent health up. You know what? Just for that. Just for being so kind to me with that. You can have it. The power of friendship. Friendship prevails today. Max HP increased by 3. Alright, let's roll out, see if we can find some more Sunflora. Or maybe I have to go on an actual mission. Is that actually the case? Please tell me it's not the case. Yeah, Sunflower isn't here, so let's get Shaman out. Members. Spia. Pico. Yep, Shame. Yep, let's get Tails back out here. Level 55. Obviously, he's gonna be staying on the team. Kinda curious as to what moves Shaman has. See what interesting stuff I can put on him. Like maybe, I can't remember if I still have any Energy Ball TMs left. Graduated from the guild out here. Guessing my Lincoln got you through, am I right? You did use it, right? Proceed. Let's remember. Ooh, growth, actually. Growth seems interesting. Synthesis, sweet scent. Part of me kind of wants to put Sunny Day on Shaman. Just team that up with growth. I mean, granted, it's probably not going to meld well with Stentodile here, but it would be interesting to try out nonetheless. Do I have a Sunny Day? Is there a Sunny Day I can use? Not here. It's giving me Armstrong vibes. Well, he does have strong arms. So, I guess that checks out. Let's have a look-see. No Sunny Day TMs. Great. Alright, I guess we'll just have to make do. Played college Pokeball, you know. Alright, let's try Midnight Forest. This really is turning into a filler episode. Midnight Forest. Your client Yon Mega joined the team. Wait, this is just Dusk Woods. This battle is just Dusk Woods from the dark future. Except with this goofy music. As Vel gets constantly lost again. You always have to wander off on your own, don't you? Oh, great, Grass Whistle. Vel, please help me out here. You're trapping me constantly in endless sleep. Oh, Leech Seed as well, wonderful. Alright, I'll show you. There you go. Yeah, this really is just Dusk Woods, isn't it? The only thing that's missing is the weird sandstorms here constantly, which I did find weird about Dusk Woods, but hopefully we won't find any of that here. At least I'm hoping in future we won't have to worry too much about fillers such as this. Because I do definitely want to get this done, quickly. Oh! There's the Deep Dusk Woods music. Is it to sort of hammer it home? And it's just gone. What is going on with the music in this dungeon? Oh, howdy, Nuzleaf. Afraid we aren't at your game yet, but I'm sure we'll have a plenty good time once we get there. You just have to rub that in, don't you? Here, that's what y'all get. No way the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is spin off. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of Mystery Dungeon style games. Like, I'm fairly certain there's a Final Fantasy one, a Dragon Quest one. Obviously, there's Shared the Wanderer, which I mentioned previously. It's definitely quite the interesting evolution of Mystery Dungeon, the Mystery Dungeon sort of formula. Haven't played too much of it though. Shows how many niche series just whoever the yeah, exactly. Because admittedly, Mystery Dungeon, but I only really knew it firsthand from another Thunderbolt TM. Nice. I mostly just knew it specifically from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I didn't actually realize for a long time there were other Mystery Dungeon style games, but I'm hoping at the very least they're good. Hopefully they don't end up resorting to weird time travel plots like this one did. Well, this is a long hallway. I just realized. Have a blizzard, everyone. Welcome to Dairy Queen. And look at that. Just like that, the room is entirely cleared of enemies. Isn't it beautiful? I will admit this particular area seems a fair bit less intimidating, just considering when going up against enemies like Ladybug. This is the sort of thing that I expect to see in Sinister Woods. You know, back in early Blue and Red Rescue Team. I will admit, though, with the music, I do feel a mysterious sort of sense of wider scale to a place like this. Like, a forest like this could really just span out for miles. Howdy, Nuzleaf. Yep, Team Science is full. Let's send you back to the guild already. I just realized Shaman hasn't actually had much of a means of doing stuff here. I mean, mostly I guess that's because the lack of any sort of ranged attacks, but still. Ooh, Flammenwerfer. We really are starting to get the good TMs nowadays. You can tell we're in the big leagues. Just casually coming across Blizzard, Thunderbolt, Flammenwerfer. It's kind of a shame I can't really use a lot of these attacks. Also, I don't remember... Oh, hey, Rotom. Yeah, that's right, Rotom. I can't remember if Rotom's alternate forms are in this game as well. Like, it would be cool if you could run around here as the Meta King Rotom Wash, but somehow I doubt it. I'm just thinking, how long exactly has Rotom Wash been a meta pick? Because I know there's a whole bunch of Pokemon which were just sort of at the top of the competitive ladder for years and years on end. Like, stuff like Gengar and Tyranitar really come to mind. I mean, obviously, stuff like Gengar just got completely ruined when they got rid of Levitate, which sure was a balance change, but at the same time, I kind of feel after that Gengar just sort of really sort of dropped in relevancy. Like, the Levitate thing was really what was making Gengar as good as it was. And now, like a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon, there's no reason to use it. It's kind of sad, really. I mean, obviously there was Tyranitar as well, but I think that was mostly just, for the longest time, it's been quite versatile, along with just having an amazing ability in Sandstream. At least we're still... Oh, great. Thanks a bunch, Rotom. For completely marmalating and destroying my client. Just want to be extra safe, because I think we're running low on, Revivacies thanks to this, this felon. Yeah, he is surprisingly powerful as well. There we go. And didn't even get a chance to recruit him. Prick. Alright, can we finally get out of here? We have places Val, can you stop? Please. Okay, okay, I guess you're fighting. Never mind. Yeah, starting to get a little bit nervous now. Roost TM, that's pretty neat. Oh, nice. Water gun? Yeah, that works. I'm always worried that water gun's not going to do enough damage, but then again, it is ginseng boosted, so... worries may be a little misplaced. Thankfully, I just have all these aura berries on hand, which I never thought to use. Still, that is a lot of health we just have nowadays. Just a casual... oh. Just a casual 140. Wait a minute. I was hoping that Rotom would be able to join us, but... you're pretty cool as well, so you can go along. It's kind of a shame, because it feels as though there's not really much reason for you to ever use something like Venonat. I mean, it's definitely cool, but... I guess it's mostly just due to the fact that generally bug and poison types aren't very good in Gen 1. So... oh. I think this is the first time we come across one of these. I remember these constantly being in, oh no. Yeah, I remember these constantly being in various dungeons in Blue-Red Rescue Team, where you need a key to get in them, and they have a very special item in them. Well, obviously we haven't come across any keys yet. Just realized we haven't actually got much food. We haven't really needed it up until now. Also, have no idea how long this dungeon goes on for. I should probably check, actually. Let me check. Let me check. $25. Right, so only 10 floor. It's only 10 floors more to go. Starting to think this was a mistake. Also, yeah, Mega, can you please keep up? Gen 1 was rough because Special Split wasn't a thing. Well, yeah, but it also ended up making... I suppose it was one of those things that made stuff like, Alakazam really good, Gengar really good, Slowbro really good. Heck, even Tauros could actually pull off some pretty impressive blizzards with a reasonable special stat. You could actually use blizzards somewhat reliably. Even without our Thunderbolts. But I think blizzards mostly just because, well, everything in Gen 1 wanted to run Blizzard, and Body Slam. Really, it's kind of a shame there was no real means of you to have more than one TM in Gen 1, though. It's like they just keep coming. Lydian, can you please fall down? There you go. Thank you. Also, no... yeah, I don't actually remember this place all that much, because, again, it is an optional dungeon, so... obviously I don't remember all that much. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about this one. Water Pulse. Just like a bug. Oh. How was I poisoned? I used a ranged attack. Oh no. He's in the walls! Can I actually hit him in the walls? No. Well, at the very least, Pikavel can hit him in the walls. Blizzard. Blizzard works. Or does it? He's getting away! Come over here and say that to my face. Alright, you just wait there. Just gonna get myself a max elixir in me. Okay, let's try this again. Come on, at least one blizzard hit, please. Can't believe I'm relying on this now. Oh, there we go. Finally. Probably should get one to Vel as well. Because he hasn't been using, Discharge a lot recently. Oh, I just casually run into the whole circus coming the other way. Oh yeah, that's another move that ended just getting removed from the game, didn't it? Sucker Punch. All thanks to good old Mega Kangaskhan, just abusing it constantly. Ooh, new move. Light Screen. We already have a whole bunch of TMs for Light Screen. Feeling we're starting to get up to the point where Pikavel's best moves are behind him. It's like we got a moveset at this point which can probably just carry us through the rest of this. Same story with Stentodile. Oh, hey Keck. What have we here? A Firestone, a Moonstone, a Metal Coat. All just evolutionary items. Which I don't really have a use for at the moment. Ooh, stairs. I was seriously worried there that Pikavel would not just end up insta-killing that Beedrill right there. Okay, that was terrifying. Just being sniped halfway across the map by Ledian with Silverwind. It's also kind of a shame that Synthesis isn't team-wide as well. Like, I think that something like Shaman would make a good cleric, but then again, it's not Celebi, and Celebi's more so the, Celebi's more known as the cleric. With stuff like Heal Bell. Ah, heck. That was actually one of the better moves you could use there. Beautifly, thank you. Also, real nice to see Shaman just, using Synthesis when he's just 5 hit points down from full. Oh, heck. Let me throw. Let me throw. Can you stop bullying my client? Also getting quite a few levels in here, I will admit. It's nice. Okay, only 5 more floors to go. On this dungeon, which seems to be going on forever. Oh, hey, Meg is actually chipping in for once. That's nice. But again, not liking how my client is constantly getting jumped from behind. I don't like it. I don't like constantly having to watch my back like that, and just... Well, I say watch my back, it's more just sort of, constantly babysit. Okie doke. Stamina band. Probably would have been a lot more useful here, honestly, as opposed to the scope lens, but I just like having my good crits. Nothing wrong with that, methinks. Yeah, I will admit, a lot of Pokemon in here I am worried about facing up against. Just grass types, you know? Not my strong suit. And I don't think there's any items necessarily which can negate grass type damage. I'm just sort of relying on the Croco Claw to augment my special defense enough to tank certain hits. It has been quite effective, though, I will admit. It's like I've definitely been taking less damage than I would have anticipated. Oh, if only I could just use that escape orb and leave this place. But oh. Okay, we're nearly done. Just a couple more floors and then we'll be home free. I mean, I'm just... feels like I've just been making a lot of this up as I've been going along. Just... in all seriousness, I can't remember how you're supposed to progress the post-game plot. I'll probably have to do a little bit more research and... oh! Last floor! Yeah, this is something you see in a lot of post-game dungeons, where you reach the end and there's just a treasure chest at the end of the warp zone, which leads to the exit. Yep, just a casual 600 gold for instance, and a vile seed. Nice. 800 though. That's pretty good. This is pretty good in terms of pointage. Feels as though I've been making up for a lot of lost time. Alright, is there anything else I can do around here? Is there... Sunflora, please. I'm waiting on you now. I think the Pokemon are in a few different spots, so we might actually be in luck here. Another Reviver Seed, hallelujah. Okay. Pokemon are in different spots, I think. Please, Sunflora. Okay, Mr. Mime isn't here, good. Hey, and have a great day. You know something? Sunflora's been pretty excited today lately. Stuff like, oh my god, the surrounded sea. Like, oh my god, like nobody's seen in like tens and thousands of years. That sort of thing. Hey. She's been nuts here about it all by herself. Hey. She's down in the guild's low right now. If you're interested, you should chat with her. Use it to grab about it. Oh boy. Time for more adventures. Okay, so there you are, Sunflora. Have you two, like, heard about the surrounded sea? It's like a sea that's far to the north. It's like a totally uncharted part of the ocean. Can you imagine? It's like been encased in ice for like over tens of thousands of years. The word's like spreading about a recent discovery there. They say there's like now a break in the ice. The gap's like open a way for explorers to go into that enclosed sea. No idea how we manage it, considering Vel can't breathe underwater, but... my god, can like totally believe it? A world that's like no one's seen for like tens of thousands of years? There's like stuff that's of sweeping ethics, so like dreamy and adventurous. Oh, but that's like not all. No. Apparently there's like... apparently like the world's ocean currents all course through the surrounding sea. I've like heard rumors like many rare treasures are carried by the currents. Oh my god, just like thinking about it is like totally enough to make me faint. Entrance is supposedly east of like Blizzard Island. You should like totes go and have a look for yourselves. Can now go to the surrounded sea. Considering the time we have, let's do it. Siri's acting up again. Can you please not interrupt? You're throwing me off my groove. Okay, more into the college fund. I can never have enough. Alright, just want to check real quick if there's anything I can... any good TMs here. Hey Keck, you got any energy balls? You got any bullet seeds? Oh, now you're stock Blizzard. Thanks, man. We'll take that key, though. Just in case. Not sure we'll find anything in the surrounded sea, but there's no harm in having a look. Take... 8,000. For one key. It does seem awfully excessive, I will admit. Alright, here's your key. Here's your money, give me the key. Oh, you've run out of space for any more of my wares, my friend. Alright, let me just go through it again. Aye. Switch orb, radar orb. Plain seeds. I just forgot I just have so many TMs in my inventory now. Anyways, key. Thank you, well, my friend. Thank you, come again. I'm gonna miss him. No, I want to store. Yeah, this music really is still so much of an earworm to me. Particularly like the accordion version of the anime special. This feels so jovial and fitting for this setting. Anyways, time for Surrounded Sea. Taking the key with me just in case. Where will you go? Where will you go now? Where will you go now? Where will you go now? Just saving to make sure. Surrounded Sea. Let's roll. I think this is a 30 flora. So we may be in for the long haul. I think this is actually new. I think this is new music, actually. I don't remember hearing this at any point in the main game. Oh, hey, Kingdra. Fancy running into you here. Well, I suppose, coming here they weren't lying. This really is a C&K. Ooh, Calm Mind. It's a shame Pikavel can't learn that yet, because that... Well, it's Calm Mind. Of course it's good. Kind of feel still I have an impetus to just rush to the exit as quickly. Oh, hey, Quillfish. Can I help you? Can I help you? You're just sort of sitting there menacingly. I'm gonna take that as a no. Well, I mean, this music is definitely quite calming, though. Kind of wish that the Mystery Dungeon soundtrack was on Spotify or something, so I could just listen to it whilst in the office. Well, great work, Val. You woke the hive. Been noticing we've been experiencing a lot of ice this particular playthrough. Or at the very least, this particular part. Just... I suppose it makes sense. I suppose just even in this brighter future, we can't get away from frozen wastelands. Was that a grass gumi? No, it's a green... Let's get that to Shaman regardless. You know, you should have some IQ boosts as well. I want to leave you behind. Oh yeah, Finneon. The one Pokemon which I feel has just been my nemesis this whole time. Just... For the longest time, Finneon for me has just seemed like one of the most pointless Pokemon ever. Just sort of emblematic of the bloat in the Pokédex, because I don't think there's a single person ever who's used Finneon outside of a challenge which specified it needed to use Finneon/Minion. I mean, it looks pretty, but... it just seems like such a nothing burger of a Pokemon. It's not like it's not so much of a Pokemon which you really even think of most of the time. I mean, at the very least I don't, so not sure how that goes for everybody else. Maybe I'll put out a poll. See what I mean, Slowking, I have fond memories of Slowking from getting terrorized by it in Pokemon Coliseum and of course the Pokemon 2000, where for some reason Slowking can talk. In that particular Slowking and no other Slowking, which I guess we're just not going to talk about, because from what I can tell, you don't tend to hear much about Pokemon 2000s anymore. Just this sort of strange little oddity with a lot of production value behind it. Like, I'm pretty sure they got even the B-52s in on it for some of the music. At least from what I recall hearing for, like, documentary stuff. I mean, obviously I have a lot of fond memories of Pokemon 2000s, as it was the first of the Pokemon movies I did see, which I suppose is kind of ironic, considering I started off with Gen 3, yet Yet, in terms of all the other non-game media, I just ended up with a lot of old Gen 1 stuff. Like old VHSs of the anime. Well, specifically one VHS with the battle against Koga and the weird Kangaskhan episode. Where in the subbed version he pokes... There's certain comments made about Misty being aboard. I think that's one way of saying it. Yeah, that particular episode was just strange, from what I recall. Not exactly an episode that I would be inclined to come back to, as it were. I mean, saying that, still admittedly a little bitter about the fact that no matter what, I could never seemingly find a DVD or a home release of, at the very least, Season 2. At least not in my region, because I feel Season 2 is generally where a lot of my favorite episodes are of the original anime. Like, you got all the Pokemon League stuff, you got the fight with Blaine, you got a lot of the Togepi stuff, you got Charizard versus Aerodactyl. At least I think that was, Season 2. Could be wrong. I mean, Season 1 is generally considered the iconic one, but I feel as though a lot of the properly iconic episodes were in Season 2, and of course you have all the Orange Island stuff to go along with it. I can't believe it. We're getting flummoxed by confusion hacks. Water Pulse. Come on, Pikavel. Alright, I guess I'll deal with this one as well. Blizzard, I think. Hope for the freeze. Didn't get the freeze, didn't even hit. Wonderful. Music is not helping the fact I'm in mortal danger currently. Get out of here, you. Actually, how am I doing for Aurum Berries right now? It's been a while since I checked. Yeah, I still got a few. Alright, heal up. So exciting. Ooh, what's this? Another hidden power. Great. Totally haven't got just like 9 of those already in storage. It's not even like hidden power from the main games either, as I already mentioned. It just seems like just generally underwhelming attack. In fact, I'm fairly certain if given the impetus, I'd probably just dump them all from my inventory and sell them off. I probably will do that off screen now that I think about it. Nice to see Focus Punch still gets in some good work. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. That's it. Come in. Walk right into my fist. Ooh, Brick Break. We're actually starting to get good moves now. Almost feel inclined to put that on Pikavel. But, I feel, generally speaking, Electric tends to hit a lot of things, but the only thing it really has to worry about is ground, and even then I'm there to sort of cover with Blizzard and Water Pulse and Water Gun and everything. Generally speaking, I kind of feel as though, it's just fine for Pikavel to have a moveset like he does currently. Have a Blizzard. That was a mistake. Thanks, Val. It's like it's like with the exclamation mark, it's like, oh yeah! Oh. Well, that's Surrounded Sea. I was expecting a little bit more, to be honest, but yeah, this is generally what a lot of post-game dungeons have in store with them. That's not what I meant to do. Let's just get rid of these projectiles. Getting hungry. Oh no. Gravel rock. And what's up here? Ooh. Whatever could this be? Pass over the Wonder Egg. What could this I wonder what could possibly be inside this very distinct looking egg. It's like I haven't played Pokemon Ranger ever. There we go, that's Surrounded Sea. I put in a full day today, I'm exhausted. We should get some sleep now. We can rest up for another good day tomorrow. Heck yeah. The next morning. We just have this egg in our inventory now. You know that egg we found at Surrounded Sea yesterday? It's glowing with this mysterious light, isn't it? What do you think is in it? Oh, it's already... It moved! Hey, Stan, the egg did move just now, didn't it? It's hatching! Oh, Stan, the egg is... It's hatching! Hmm? Oh! Wow. It's a Pokemon, but I've never seen anything like this. He's cute. Assuming it is a he. Hey, little guy, what kind of Pokemon are you? How do you do the things you do? Show us the secrets deep inside. Well, maybe this guy's too young to understand. He was literally just born, Vel. God, you gonna ask a baby what kind of creature it is? The nerve of some people. Also, what should we do? I've never had to deal with a Pokemon like this little guy before. Oh, I know. We should ask Chatot. He's the guild's head of intelligence. Let's go see Chatot. Oh, this is gonna be rich. And so we came to see you. You have any idea what kind of Pokemon this little guy is, Chatot? Well, to be honest, this is the first time I've actually seen a Pokemon of this sort. But judging from what you told me, this youngster seems to be a Pokemon named Manaphy. Manaphy? Correct. This youngster is an extremely rare Pokemon. There are only a few in the whole wide world. It is said to hatch at the bottom of the cold sea, and it travels to seas over thousands of miles. I should emphasize that Manaphy is very rarely sighted. As a result, little is actually known about the Pokemon. Wow, so this little guy's a really rare Pokemon? So, you two, what do you intend to do with this youngster? What? What should we do? Well, come to think of it, what do we do? Never really given it much thought. Whoa, what's wrong? The baby started you can't make the diaper excuse for this one. Diapers I don't think exist in this universe. I would imagine he's hungry. Right, what should we feed him? I'm not sure, but because this youngster is a water-type Pokemon, how about feeding him some blue gummies? Okay, some blue gummies. Let's see. Blue gummies. We found some at Craggy Oh yeah, basically just... This is just the game telling you, hey, you haven't got any blue gummies? Go look in Craggy Coast for like several hours. Let's go get some blue gummies. And this is why I've been hoarding blue gummies since the beginning of the game. Because this is something which I find the game does in the post-game a couple of times, which I'm not too big of a fan of. Basically just gating progress behind you having a certain amount of items and just it being entirely RNG based. I'm not overly fond of it, but thankfully, at least with blue gummies, it's somewhat circumventable just by the fact that some blue gummies tend to be a fair bit more common. And you can just stockpile them all throughout the game. So, lots of reviver seeds. Definitely gonna need those. Alright. What do you look... No blue gummies in the marketplace today. Okay, let's see what we got to sell. Pekka Scarf, Marsh Mud. Definitely want to keep the Reviver Seeds, so that's gonna be all. Nice little bit of Munty on the side, nice little bit of Woonga. Store, let's see how much I can store reasonably. Obviously the TMs, the Escape Orbs. The Pure Seeds, the Doom Seeds. The Iron Thorns, these berries. Honestly, there doesn't really seem to be much of a reason you to carry around chesto berries in this game, considering when you're asleep, you can't use items. You can't move at all, so you're kind of just stuck. Anyways, blue gummies. No idea if this is going to be enough. Let's just see. Again, I've been stockpiling these all game. It's finally gonna pay off, I think. Maybe, hopefully. Worst case scenario, I just wonder mail in a whole bunch more. Alright, let's just feed him the gummies. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, give them a gummy, just one at a time.
What? Come on, eat it. It's a blue gummy.
Gummy? Nom 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 nom. Gummy.
Oh, he ate the gummy.
Gummy.
He likes you. Oh, he's so cute. Hey, Stan. This little guy's still a baby. How about we look after him for a while?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, awesome. We'll do it.
Do it.
I'm not sure this is a good idea.
What do you mean by that? I mean, Shaman's... We got Shaman on side. We got Yuxi as of a... If we can recruit legendaries, I don't think a baby is going to be much of a problem, considering, you know, you could just hatch new members from eggs. Have some faith in us for once, Chatot.
This child is a Pokemon that would normally grow up in the sea. This environment's about... We're right next to a beach.
Chatot, we can make this work.
To add to that, we know next to nothing about Manaphy. Who knows?
Alright, I'll give you that, but still. Beach.
But... Wouldn't it be safe to just return this little guy to the sea? Let's look after the little guy until he gets a bit bigger. Please?
We'll
look after him properly, we'll promise him.
We'll feed him, and we'll pet him, and we'll call him George.
Fine, if you insist.
You have nothing to worry about, you can count on us.
Right?
Right.
Okay, Manaphy, for the time being, this is your house.
House?
Yeah, that's right, house. We're gonna look after you, little guy.
House.
But, what are we supposed to do now?
Gummy.
Okay, you want a blue gummy. It's got quite the appetite, little Manaphy. Okay, let's find another blue gummy.
Thankfully, I already have a bunch in my inventory, so let's just feed him all of them, and hopefully that'll be enough to progress the plot.
Nom, nom, nom. Is it tasty? Gummy tasty?
Tasty?
Yeah, that's right, tasty.
Tasty, gummy tasty.
This little guy's gonna grow up in no time at this pace. What is it, something wrong?
Oh.
The little guy is feeling now he needs to sleep it off. Let's be quiet and let him sleep. Sleep tight, Manaphy.
Then, the next morning... Oh, he's awake at the crack of dawn, just like a proper baby. Good morning.
Oh. Good morning, Manaphy.
Morning, Stunt. Oh.
Oh, this little guy got us by name. That's awesome, Manaphy.
Awesome. Oh, this is giving me a fair bit of flashbacks and all. Let's see. Just wait until he starts learning our moves, then it's only gonna get even more tragic from there.
Well, Stan, what should we do with him today? Eating and sleeping all the time doesn't seem healthy enough. Oh, I know. Let's take the little guy for a walk on the beach.
Walk! And look at that. Manaphy has joined the party. Except not really. He's just following us. What do you have to say about a little baby? You got nothing to say about the little baby. Look at... Yo, you're taking that cute little tyke on a stroll? Yep, that's a cute little baby.
So the baby's called Manaphy.
That Pokemon you got with you is one that's rarely even seen.
That's one cute baby.
Yep. Everybody seems to consolidate just cute baby, cute baby. Cute little baby. Anyways, Peaches... Yeah, we'll just wrap up with this walk on the beach. I think, next week we get to go on some potentially more interesting adventures. Come on, Manaphy, over here. Hopefully next stream won't be as fillery. Oh! Clock, 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 clock! Manaphy, this is the sea. Sea. Soul? Yeah, that's right, sea. That's where you came from. Soul, soul. 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 Oh, this voice is definitely gonna get grating after a while. I can tell you what. Soul, soul. Manaphy's real happy. It's great we brought him down to the beach. Soul, soul. And so, Manaphy, Stent, and Vel played until sunset. That night... Ah, the sea is calling to him. He's been called to return into the west to the Undying Lands. The next morning... Oh no, he's missing! The baby is missing! Good morning, Stent. Good morning, Manaphy? Oh, Stent. Manaphy! Manaphy's missing! What should we do? Where could he have gone? Let's look for Manaphy. Well, this seems like a fairly decent, cliffhanger to end on. Tune in next time for more babysitting adventures with Team Scions, where we spend the whole time looking after a literal babby. But until then, thank you for tuning in to the filler episode. Hopefully next week is going to be a lot more interesting. And hopefully we'll be coming up to the end of this game shortly, but regardless, take care. Bye for now.